What do Taylor Swift, George Clooney, Julia Child, Yo-Yo Ma, Google co-founder Larry Page, and Amazon founder Jeff Bezos all have in common? They all attended Montessori schools when they were children. I visited Montessori Children's Community School in Sewickley to see the philosophy in action and to see why many people think this alternative form of education is needed more now than ever. This Montessori classroom looks and feels different. No desks, no whiteboard. Instead, shelves and shelves of child-sized learning materials.
They teach us, but in fun ways to learn.
Kathy Rohr has taught the Montessori method for 15 years. Here, she's teaching first graders geometry using hands-on materials, a key component of Montessori.
It'll also measure a left angle.
It could. We only call it a right angle. It's kind of funny.
Kids' natural curiosity is encouraged, with children given the freedom and time to delve deeper into what interests them.
What do I want to explore? Is there something in here that I can take further? Do I have time to do that? Can I do that with a friend? Should I do it at a table or can I do it at the rug? Do I need to get up and move my body? They have a lot of autonomy.
Maria Montessori, a physician and educator, developed the teaching method in Italy more than 100 years ago.
This is my favorite color today.
This Montessori school in Sewickley has 74 kids, most in preschool and kindergarten, but there's also about a dozen in elementary and middle school each. For 4 weeks of the year, middle schoolers live in this house on the property to teach them about living independently, and they also run their own shop.
One of the things Maria Montessori thought was that in middle school, you would kind of run your own store.
School head Terry Modick says teachers try to use the local community in lessons.
So that when the students study chemistry, they would study the river water. When they study architecture, they would study the bridge. When they study early Americans, they're studying the Indians that settled in this valley.
Another key component of Montessori, each classroom has multiple grades, all working at different levels. This middle school class is 6th through 8th grades.
I think it's useful for younger grade levels to be able to look up to the older grades. And that's another thing, when you're in an older grade, you need to be a good example for the younger grades.
It's to make the angles and record what they are.
First grader Rory Nixon completes his work at his own pace, beginning to learn independence and responsibility for his schoolwork. Sometimes it looks like more fun and games than schoolwork, but Montessori advocates say that's part of what makes it successful. The kids enjoy learning about academics and each other.
They learn how to be with each other, how to take care of each other in the classroom, and it's an expectation when they go out into the world that this is how we are with each other. They feel very connected. All of the things that we teach are very connected.
Now, students at Montessori schools are required to take the same standardized tests as students in traditional public schools, and the students at that school in Sewickley say that their students score generally higher than the average.
More engaged, perhaps?
Possibly.
How many Montessori schools are there?
So around the world, there's 60,000. In our Pittsburgh area, there's about a dozen. Some of them are preschool and kindergarten only, and then there's some that do go up through middle school. And if you'd like to learn more about Montessori and alternative forms of education, we have more at kidsburg.org and a link. You'll find that link at kdka.com/Kidsburg.